Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on CBS News 24/7. I'm Lindsay Reiser, and to catch you up to speed, House Speaker Mike Johnson has been reelected as Speaker of the House. Now, he won the vote after one round of voting. He appeared to lose that first round of voting with 3 defectors, but 2 of those actually changed their vote before that first round was finished, thereby securing the gavel for Johnson. And we did hear cheers, and there were many people applauding him and hugging Johnson as well. Now, I do want to go to Maura Gillespie. She is a Republican analyst and former advisor to former Speaker Boehner and Representative Adam Kinzinger. Maura, so good to see you and hear your 2 cents. We just heard in the special report Ed O'Keefe say, look, a win is a win, but this was messy. Do you agree?
It was, but it was really important that this got done in the first vote. And so I think that's why you saw Speaker Johnson's team extend the vote and hold it open for as long as it took to get this done, because going into a second vote series would have allowed some of those members who didn't vote immediately, who abstained from voting at the beginning when their names were called, they could have then flipped and caused a little more problems for the speaker's team in getting this done. And so without wasting any more time and political capital, it was definitely a win, but a messy one indeed.
Do you think that Speaker Johnson knew about the 9 going in? I mean, we had the 3 defectors who voted against Johnson. We had 6 House Freedom Caucus members who chose not to vote and then vote after. Do you think that he knew those margins going into today?
I don't know that he knew the full 9 would do it, and I'm not necessarily sure if Congressman Baird meant to do that. It seemed as though he kind of was a little confused. But even still, it was definitely the Freedom Caucus flexing and showing Speaker Johnson that they have the numbers should there come a time when they don't like what he's done. And you've seen Chip Roy do that in the past. Leading up to this vote today, he has pretty, vocally said that he wanted to be the Rules Committee chairman. And he got on the Rules Committee. I'll just remind viewers, he got on the Rules Committee during the Speaker McCarthy showdown and in that negotiation. So he's really been angling for this position, and he's got people in the Freedom Caucus who back him for it. I don't see it happening. You saw Virginia Fox, a congresswoman from North Carolina, on the floor there being part of these conversations because she is seen as a front runner for that position for chair of the Rules Committee. So it definitely is an interesting dynamic, but they were definitely flexing today by showing him we can oust you if we want to.
So we had former Congressman Upton on prior to the Speaker securing the gavel. He actually said he thought it was going to go relatively smoothly today. He turned out to be right. But he did also mention the really thin margins that Johnson is going to have come inauguration, when Republicans are going to lose 3 more seats to the cabinet, and it could take months to replace those. Do you think that this portends any difficulty for the GOP in getting any of the legislation and priorities through?
It does if you have this threat from the far right flank that doesn't have any interest in recognizing how things get done on Capitol Hill. They cannot just say cut everything that we want to get cut without recognizing that there is an entire other side of the chamber they need to work with, an entire side of the other aisle they need to work with to get that done when they don't have the numbers to get their bills done in good faith and good earnest. And I think that they're failing to be honest with their constituents about the plan because they don't have one. It's fine. It's all fine and good to say that you abstain or you don't agree with X, Y, and Z, but you don't have to say how you would get your plan done. That's a disservice to their constituents, but also to the incoming president who has an agenda he'd like to get done and can't do it if he has these people on the far right flank who are obstructing Mike Johnson's work.
Maura Gillespie, we appreciate your time and your expertise as always. Thank you so much.